G'day, Pine. Where are you getting massages, buddy? I need one. Alright. Alright, well, I was working on some stuff last night, so I'll just give you guys a quick update. Is there still an upset? Okay, Pine, is there still an echo? Hello, echo test. Maybe if I turn my mic settings down a bit. How's that? Is the echo going a bit? I'll just turn my mic volume down a bit. Still there. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Is it really bad, Pine, or not too bad? Ah, yes, I do have a tab open with it. That would explain it. How's that? Why are you not working? Sorry guys, give me a second. Need to copy this chat. Go pop out chat. Alright, let me just try and update OBS, 1 second. Alright, can you guys see the chat now on the stream? Awesome. Technology. Alrighty. If the echo is gone, you can see the chat. Well, yeah, I know there's lag. I'm on the other side of the planet, so it happens. Alright. So I'll show you guys this couple of things today. Hopefully my cable doesn't drop out again. So I had a request for moving mouth. So when you talk, you can, sorry, I'm sitting in my chair, so I'm a bit low. Yeah, you can talk into the mic now and see you chat. So that was one little feature. I won't get into that now. I was just doing some texture work last night, so I thought I'd continue with that. That is terrifying. Thanks, Cooper. So I was working on the Titans last night and the texturing. And one thing that's been bugging me is the way they look. So I photoshopped this eye last night, but it looks a bit better. I'll just show you what it looks like in game. Sorry, Cooper, I don't mean to distract you. So I've got these eyes now, so they look a little bit more bulgy, a bit more freaky. But one thing, the texture of the actual Titan's pretty plain. And I think I remember Galactic doing some texturing a while ago of adding the, I don't know what you call it, the vein effect. But I think he was using nose and stuff in Blender. But what I need to do, I want to do the same kind of thing, but using a seamless texture, just a flat texture that's seamless. So no shaders, it's just really cheap for the Quest. So I was having a look at some reference images, and this one was the best one I could find. Oops, not sure you can see him. So he's kind of got kind of got these red and blue veins all over him. So I was having a look at it and did a game jam recently with Quest Taker, Galactic, Pine, and Star Blast, everyone pretty much in Discord. And one thing I made for that was, yeah, that's you. One thing that stood out to me, at least, my backwards brain, is this almost looked like just different colors of like water ripples. Because I had to make a water texture for that game jam. So I'll still save that texture, and I was going to do it last night, but I thought I'd save it for this morning. So, so this was sort of the, if you have a look side by side, where are you going? So if you have a look at that, and you look at that, obviously the colors are bonkers, but I think that sort of has that same effect, that same look. And this one for the game jam was a seamless texture, so that just saves me a whole bunch of work as well. So what we'll do, I'll use that Photoshop subscription for once. Let's go open with. All right. So I don't really want to change the look of it. I just want to change the colors. So yes, Pine, I couldn't live without Wallpaper Engine. Yeah, so I reckon if I get, let me just get this picture in as well. Sorry. This one. No. Open with Photoshop. Alright. Alright, so if we can match the colors from that, we should be good. Hey, Owen, how are you, buddy? Alright, so easy. We'll get some color pickers for like skin. And I want to try and keep it similar. I had to play with color. This is a nice color in game that renders on the quest, so I want something. Let's color pick that one. And the other one, I don't know, like a red or something. No. So if we go, what is it? So you can change a whole bunch of stuff in Photoshop, the color balance, but I'm pretty sure, I've done this before, it just takes ages because you can only slide it so much. So I just really want the two colors. I'll just use the gradient, it's probably the quickest way. Bear with me, gradients. Eey, that looks creepy. Alright, so let's have a look. We got on one end, oops, got like that ready. Well, that's pretty close. This end needs to be a different color. Maybe lighter, a bit more yellow. Play with the color later. Alright, give that a go for now. Now I noticed, now I thought about this last night, it's actually got red, but also blue. So I want to be able to do that twice. So once for the red and once for the blue. Then I'll just spin it around. So I'll just go back. Oops. Let me unlock this. I'll do it again. So I'll do that same step again, but this time I'll do a blue blue gradient for it. So, alright, so instead of red, it's kind of like a purpley blue. Yeah, somewhere there. It's a bit too strong, isn't it? Looks grey. Okay, we can do like more of a grey. Just have to slide over this way. Oh, that looks better. Yeah. All right. So now I've got two of these. One's red, one's blue. So, all right. What did I say last night? If I flip that one around, it's all right. I know there's hotkeys. I'll just do hotkeys, whatever. What happened? Oop, there we go. I'll just do it this way. All right. So that's rotated 180. So it should still be seamless. It's just upside down. And I'll just have to crank that one down. Now it's obviously looking a bit too crazy at the moment, but I'll fix that later. There you go, 40% opacity, and just Walker Levi, the actual Titans. So I'm just doing the complete revamp for the Titans at the moment. So rather than have just this flat skin texture, I want to have that veiny, powery, I don't know how to describe it. I want to have this kind of a texture on that, the skin, just randomly. So, if that makes sense. All right, so let's just make another texture, another layer, sorry. New solid color. That's fine. And this one, I don't know how much we want to see the veins. It's looking pretty close. Let's have to keep an eye on this other one. So that's that color. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's gray. Where is the red? Maybe it's my monitor. I can see red. Or are you saying it looks like red to me? Am I colorblind? It looks like red and grey blue. I don't know. All right. Well, let's just sit with this. We'll go. Not about too crazy. Maybe, I don't know, 70%. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's see what it looks like in game. So, Titan. Titan skin maximum. All right. So already got a skin texture. skin. So I know everyone probably knows this, but that's the albedo texture. So, that's right. We'll turn this color off now. Let me just duplicate it so I don't stuff it up. Duplicate. There we go. Okay. So one issue there is the colors for the eyes are different. Oh, maybe that's why. Copy that. Well, I can just play with this slider until it looks the same, I guess. No, not the skin. The eyes, face. Get it just right later, but it's pretty close there. All right, how's that look? Yeah, true. A little bit dark here, like puffy eyes is probably not a bad thing. It's pretty close. This is on PC. On Quest, the textures don't look as sharp, so. Alright. Let's make him a fat guy. That's pretty good. So yeah, and someone suggested it last night to make the hair a blend shape. It was a pain in the butt, but it's done now. So as the you start off as a skinny, frail, bald titan, and with literally one slide, I can go from that to different stages of baldness. So that's me 10 years ago, and that's me today. So it's like a mirror. All right, not happy with that. Probably should, even though it's pretty small, 170 kilobytes, I can get away with a bit of crunch compression as well. So always good to set this up properly. Trilinear filter, so the bitmaps don't pop as bad in VR. Trilinear is the best. It costs bugger all to use. Anisotropic doesn't 0, and crunch compression. So that just, in case you didn't see that, went from 170 kilobytes for the texture using crunch compression because it's a power of 2. It's now 23 kilobytes, which is very small. And you'll notice that there was very little change on the actual texture. So pretty much all textures I use crunch compression, especially on Android. Did I forget? Yes, I forgot. That one's clamp, not repeating, and crunch. Here we go. All right. I got a meeting at 12, but I was going to do something a little bit different. Show off some of the other features that you guys have been asking for. So can they have I don't even going to pronounce that. All right, someone asked for, and I'll give it a go. So you guys asked for leaderboards, and if you had have asked me a few months back to make a leaderboard, I would have scratched my head, but I've discovered MongoDB, which is really powerful because it's really flexible. And I was using this for some web-based projects. So, whoops, don't look at those emails, please. Yoink. There we go. So what we got to do is set up a new leaderboard. So I don't know what you guys actually want. Like someone mentioned like factions or garrison based leaderboards. So like, you know, it's like rivals. No, I'm not doing lifetime kills, but I'll definitely want to do something. So might do the, I'm guessing, is there 4 factions? Is there, if you include the trainee corps? So, let's just get it running. So we're just going to start with a new collection. So all these just come by default, but we need to make a new one. So we will call this database name, AOQ. Collection name can be players. All right. Name it MHW. All right. So the way this works is like a database of whatever you want. So you can do queries and stuff. You can, when you first set someone up, it'll give them a unique ID. So we'll have to use that to keep track of the users. I used to use an old system, which was not very flexible, but I reckon this will be really good. So to start with, we need to have an endpoint so we can actually talk to this database. Well, that's how I did it with JavaScript, so it's probably the same with C#. So to do that, we need to make a new app. Create new app. User. Yep. All right, so that's creating that. Yeah, I mean, yes, there was too much traffic, but the more I learnt about databases, I've realized how bad, no offense to the, it was good at the time, but it wasn't a very scalable database that they set up. The schema was really bad. Well, just not bad, it was just not meant for lots of queries. But if you have a look at the docs on some of these new schemas and databases, they can do like bloody millions of transfers. So they're very scalable. All right, so we need 2 things, function and an endpoint. So let's start with a function. Function name. Oh no. create, I don't know, create user. You do different functions. So all the code will be hosted on the MongoDB website. So it's sort of decoupled from the actual game file, so people can't come in and modify the leaderboards and the systems and how it actually works. So we'll have one for like creating a name, your user, and the other one for like updating the user. So we want to go create user or add user. I'm not sure. Oh, this must be like, yeah, this is just, it just gives you some examples of what you can try. This is like just default autofill stuff, but we don't want that. We're just going to pass in the payload, which is basically the message that we send the server. And we need to reference the database. So find one. Yeah, I think they all use const. So let's copy this. So ours will be, what was it, AOQ? And it was, oh crap, what was it called? Players. Was it capital? Yep. No, that's players. So that should be MongoDB Atlas. Get players. Collection. We want to add. Constant's pretty mid. It just means it doesn't change, that's all. You could probably use var, like they've used var, but it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to pass in, so we can, yeah, with this it's really good because we don't have to define the schema. We can literally just call it whatever we want. And it's just going to add a field. So we can call like a name, and we're going to pass in something from the, so we're going to get the data from the payload first. So what was it? What are we going to pass in? Probably name, and then payload.query. No. How do you spell query again? Q-U-E-R-Y. All right. That should do. So this is just going to get the end of the message. Collections, players, and name, and we want to pass in this name here. So we're going to add a person by the name with name, if that makes sense. and then we can just return a message, make sure it works. What do you want to add in? All right, let's save that. Oops. Semicolon. All right, let's come back to that in a sec. Let's just see if it actually works. You must select a user. Probably something really obvious. Something's broken. Oh, maybe I gotta save all this stuff first. All right. Oh, try that. Oh, misclick. Alright, let's see if this works. Yeah, Phoenix trying to set one up. So, alright, so if we got that, we've got the function made. So now we just need to do create an endpoint. It's just a post is fine. So we'll call this one, was it add player. Happy. I think that's all. Function and user. All right. So let's see if it works. So I'll just grab the URL here. So what did we say? We're expecting a field called name. So if you want to add something to the query, question mark, and the name of the query, and then equals, and then name. Doesn't like it. Minnie, I'm playing Rat Washer. Will you keep doing that? Alright. Let's just get rid of all this for now. This is a really basic. So it's not found. So what's not found? post. It's probably got like some bloody hidden security or something on it. Not sure. All right, let me just go back. I'll see how I did it on the other app. Functions. System. Pretty the same. Maybe that was different. I could look up documentation, but I've done it not that long ago, so hopefully I don't need it. So endpoint data, no, endpoint post. Oh, I think that was turned off. Save. Nope. Change it to there we go. All right, so player mini added. So if we go back to here, oh, I think I turned it off. Never mind. Let me just go back to our functions for here, and we'll actually let it uncomment out this. All right. Oh, add one is not a function. All right, fine. Oh, okay. Insert one, not add one. All right. You win, Cooper. Yay. Alrighty. So what that's done is created a new entry called, just with a name, but it's generated this ID, which we can use to grab high scores and all that sort of data later on. So I'll generate a unique ID per account, per user. So that way if they restore their data or bring it up somewhere else, they'll still be able to access this ID. So that'll be saved locally. That's the only thing. So I've got a couple of minutes before this meeting, so I'm just going to do one more function real quick while I remember it. So system we're going to do update. What was it? Update score. All right. So we need the same thing. So const what the, so this time we're going to actually pass in an ID as well, so we know who scored update and whatever the score is. And then let me just bring it up again. Just save me retyping it out. So we've got MongoDB, and we're going to, once we've got the actual database, we want to, was it update one user. We're going to pass in the ID, so it's underscore ID. That used to catch me out. And the ID has to be bison, which I can never. I'll try and guess it. So it's bison ID. I'm going to get the ID, and we're going to give it the. I'm going to update the score. So set. And what do we want to call it? Kills, I guess. And score. Okay. All right, let's just return a message. Should be able to say, yes, score updated. Okay, let's see if this works. Again. I think I'm forgetting some. Oh, bloody hell, brackets. MongoDB update, open close brackets, open close brackets. I know. Am I doing something stupid, Cooper? Kills. Any ideas? I'm so used to writer. Give me autocorrect. I'm missing a bracket. So I've got open close. I've got squares. Oh, I'm missing it. What? Six 11. In the wrong shape. All right, the meeting's already started. I'll do this quickly. So if I grab the ID from, where's our page gone? So we should be able to, what's the function called? Update score. Functions, update score. Settings, no, endpoints, need a new one, get, update score, function, update score, all right. And ID, we need to grab that. ID equals, and score equals, I don't know, 10. All right. Object ID. So I must have typed that wrong. BSON object ID. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to it because I've got a meeting started 10 minutes ago. But all right, yeah, I'll get this working after the break. If you guys jump in Discord and let me know what kind of leaderboards you want besides lifetime kills, and yeah, I'll try and implement it. All right. Alrighty, thanks guys.